Welcome back to the Stephen Knight Show. I want to remind you, we're all over social media, Facebook, Twitter, Google+, Instagram, and of course our official website, thestephennightshow.com. You can also get your t-shirt that Miss Parker is rocking right now on our website, stephennightshow.com. But on a serious note, I know a lot of people are devastated by the recent murder of Ahmaud Arbery. And tonight we have a very special guest, Michelle's best friend, an attorney, accomplished attorney, Melanie Davis, to join us to discuss this case. How you doing, Mel?
I'm good. How's everybody doing tonight?
Everybody's doing good. Everybody's doing good. Well, thank you so much for taking time. You're in LA. Thank you for taking time out your schedule to join us. You know, this has been something that has been on everyone's, brains. This happened back in February here in Georgia. And I saw an interview with his mother today. And she said when she was initially contacted by the authorities, they told her that her son had broken into a home and the owner shot him. And she said that she believed it because she didn't think anyone of that level, of that position, would lie. And then the person who released the video, he did it trying to clear his friends. Obviously, the video, you could see that they were right. And so obviously that's led to this outcry, and now these two men have been arrested. So what can you tell us about, based on what you know as it pertains to the law?
So I don't know if you all are aware, I think about a day or two ago, the actual surveillance video was released of Ahmaud Arbery entering the house under construction.
Right.
So let me just give you a little legal background. So first of all, not only am I an attorney, I'm licensed in Georgia, number one. Yeah. I've been licensed there almost 10 years. It'll be 10 years in December. But number two, I started my legal career as a prosecutor at the Fulton County District Attorney's Office, left there and did criminal defense, where I've handled rape, armed robbery, shoplifting, theft, possession. So, and as a former prosecutor, I tried a case, theft by conversion, which I won within 6 months of me starting that job. And then sat second chair on 2 additional rape cases. But so when I speak about the law, I know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm talking about. So let's just establish that. But also let's also establish what burglary is in Georgia. So under the official code of Georgia annotated section 16-7-1, the definition of burglary is entering into the dwelling house of another with the intent to commit a felony therein. Now, if you look at the video, he walks in, kind of glances around, walks right back out. So what does that tell you? So typically in a trial, intent is proven by action. So for instance, in a murder trial, they prove the intent or the premeditation by looking at the actions of the person. Did they lie in wait? Did they make a plan? Did they go buy a gun? Did they, so they look at all of the actions that they took prior to the act. So if you look at the video, so he entered into the dwelling house of another, but he didn't intend to commit a felony. In fact, no felony was committed therein. So at the very most, it was a trespass. So, and guess what? In Georgia, trespass is a misdemeanor. So, and the law is very clear on the citizen's arrest in Georgia. I looked up the annotation earlier, but I don't have the official code, but basically you can make a citizen's arrest if you observe a crime.
You have to observe it. You have to actually witness it happening.
You have to witness it happening, observe a crime, observe a felony being committed.
Well, I heard that the owner of the home, he was, he's having this home build. He wasn't even bothered that he had gone in the home. And I was discussing with one of my friends that, when we were young, my family moved into a new development neighborhood, and there were homes being built everywhere. Me and my friends, we went in those homes all the time. So just imagine,
I did too.
If I was in that neighborhood and those 2 men saw it and shot and killed us. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. Because I remember one of the houses was vacant across the street from my grandma's house, and we definitely went up in there.
Yeah,
played hide and seek and everything.
Right.
I think it's normal to go check out a home that's being built in your community or in your neighborhood. People ride around and look at vacant homes all the time, seeing if it's for sale or, if it's going to be an ongoing subdivision, there'd be another home being built nearby. For different reasons, just curiosity. You're running, you see a new home being built, you know, you want to see, you want to check it out. So I just don't understand why that was such a big deal. Like they've never done that before.
Because he was black. He was black.
Well, also let me address what the police told the mother originally, which was he was shot by the owner of the house that he entered illegally. That wasn't true. Also, I don't know if you all know that the police were ready to arrest the McMichaels father-son racist duo the day after. The DA, Jackie Johnson, whatever the bitch name, I'm sorry, whatever her name is. Sorry, I get angry. That's why I have on this because my neck gets red. I'm literally a redneck. So I have this on. I'm angry. And my neck is very red. You can't see it because I have this on. I'm going to run out of shirts that are like this to do these interviews. But so they were ready to arrest him, and she was like, "Nah," she blocked it.
Yeah, she blocked it.
And then the second DA, I forget which district he's in, so she's recused herself. The second DA was like, "Well, obviously, I'm not going to bring charges because this was a hot pursuit of a citizen's arrest, and that they acted in self-defense." So then he recused himself. So I don't know what kind of mental gymnastics he went through to get to that conclusion. I'm like, did we watch the same video? And then the guy who was filming the video, it's funny because like he pans out at just the times that his friends are doing the actual shooting. So he thought the video was going to exonerate them. And I'm like, well, what video do you think you took? Maybe you were paying more attention to the road than the camera because the video I saw didn't exonerate anybody.
No.
If anything, he's trying to cut a deal. If anything, he's an accomplice because I also have read varying reports that he had a gun too.
Yeah, he had a gun, and they said that he so he's friends with that family, right? And his story was that he was just riding down the street and he happened to just catch it because he saw the man running and he just wanted to record him. That makes
and
no
he
sense.
recognized the car. No, he was a part of the entire incident. And he knew what was going on and what they were doing. And it's been a cover up from day one. The story has been changed and the law has been adjusted to fit whatever story they chose to tell. And I think that in itself, no matter what had taken place in that home, if he took something, it still does not justify any of the laws not being followed afterwards by the law enforcement.
Well, and here's the thing. In Georgia, and I don't know if they changed the amount because for a theft to be a felony, I think it has to be over $500. I don't know, the amount may have been higher. I'm not sure, but even if he took one of those, like, maybe if he took some drywall or a 2x4 or a hammer, that's still not a felony because guess what? It's not worth enough to be considered felonious.
Let me ask you this, Melanie, if I can you? So apparently this video was leaked, but after it was edited is what these reports are saying. This video that we see, which is to exonerate the two men, the leaked version, which is to exonerate because they're saying because I think his name is Ahmaud, because Ahmaud attacks this man with the gun, which you see after the guy pans out with the camera. It comes back when Ahmaud is cutting around the truck and attacking this McMichael, I think his name is, with the gun, which would give him this legal leverage, I guess you would know better than me, to if someone is struggling fighting him for his weapon, then he is probably going to have more leverage to let that weapon fire or let it off if he thinks that he's in danger of someone trying to get his weapon and use it against him, because that's all that we see. So apparently this report that I found is saying that leaked version of the video, which was leaked by the attorney, is the leaked version to make it seem as if he was attacked and had a reason to kill the man. Everything else aside, to shoot the man. Everything else aside, burglary, citizen's arrest, because like you said, the owner even said, the owner was on the phone, watched the bee. He was, tending his bees. He washed the honey off of his hands while he's looking at his camera, calling the neighbor across the street saying, "Hey, is someone back in my house? Is someone back in there?" And the neighbor that you see in that other video, the ring video, the neighbor that you see is on the phone with the owner of the house. But the owner of the house wasn't even concerned, like you said. He just wanted to make sure the property is all right. Ain't nothing bad.
Right. Nothing.
He didn't report it as a burglary. So
let me respond to that. So he had two choices, and it was either fight or flight. Someone's pointing a gun at you. If he had ran away, he would have been shot in the back. So, and those two cars boxed him in. So if somebody gets out of a car and and points a shotgun at you, either you're gonna run away, get shot in the back, or try to grab the shotgun so you don't get shot. He did the second thing.
That's the part. That's the part I think.
So it's not self-defense because number one, okay, let's talk about self-defense.
Mhm.
So for self-defense to be to be a valid argument,
Mhm.
you have to have a reasonable fear of imminent bodily harm or death. Where is the reasonable fear when
The color of his skin?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I agree
Yeah.
with you.
So
But if
there's no
somebody's
reasonable-
if
there's no
somebody's
reasonable
grabbing for your
fear.
gun, if somebody's grabbing for your
If
gun, that
someone's
might.
grabbing for your gun that's being pointed at you, you can't claim self-defense if you're the primary aggressor.
Mhm.
Yeah,
If you are the initial aggressor.
But see, the thing is, the video doesn't show that he's the primary aggressor. That's what I'm saying. This edited version that we're seeing.
It kind of cut if it's edited the way you say, because it did look
Yeah.
kind of wonky to me. It did look kind of weird.
No, they had
Like, I'm
experts.
like,
They had experts look at the video,
Okay.
and the experts said, "Oh, this video was definitely edited." The experts said.
I mean, it had like the final cut,
Yeah.
flat watermark at the bottom. And shit.
No, I don't know.
Like Final Cut Pro, bottom right.
No, I don't know if it had Final Cut Pro, but it definitely, the experts that reviewed this footage said that, oh, this was definitely manipulated footage based on what they think could be an agenda to make it look like he was attacked.
But
Because
even with the cut,
you don't see a guy pointing a gun. You don't see a guy pointing a gun. You don't see it at all. You only see a guy coming around the truck and a guy holding
Right.
a gun and grabbing a gun. You don't see him pointing a gun. Not even when he's shot.
but if someone's grabbing the gun, someone's holding the other end of it.
Yeah.
I mean,
You can legally carry your gun. I understand your point, but it's not visible in the
I
editing.
think we can assume that they were the aggressor because they had two trucks boxing him in. That in itself tells the
Right.
story. A
Well,
person
you weren't
who is
boxing him in. He was
unarmed.
parked. They didn't box him in. The McMichaels were parked on the side of the road. The car that was tailing him was behind him, but the McMichaels were parked on the side of the road. They weren't tracking him. They weren't trailing. They weren't boxing him in.
Who was in the car that was behind him?
That man that was
you're
filming.
talking about who's on the phone. He was filming it.
I chose not to watch the video. So
and he cocked his gun. He wasn't
But
boxed in.
even still, the two gentlemen that were in the truck ahead, they were in the truck. They removed themselves from the truck to be on the
They
street with Ahmaud. So you put yourself
They chased
in
him
harm's
down.
way.
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
That
But
doesn't
you know-
make sense.
But you know what bothered me? I listened to the 911 call, and the men that were chasing him, what their last names are, they were chasing him, and they had called 911, and the dispatchers kept saying, "Well, can you explain to me what did he do?"
right,
She couldn't understand. She
Right.
couldn't understand. What did he do?
right,
Well, he's out here. He's running. Okay, sir. What did he do?
right. He's
She
running.
was
He must be doing
concerned.
something.
And she does these calls every day, and she was confused on what he did wrong. You know what I
Like, what
mean?
did he do? And then
Are you saying he just trespassed? Are you saying did he steal something? What did he
Right.
do? Yeah.
I didn't hear that call, but so I think today Candace Owens got out of Twitter jail and made her glorious return to social media. Posted like a 17-minute video, which I may have watched like the first 5 minutes of. So basically, she is like the Clarence Thomas of commentary. So anything about Black people, she's going to say the exact opposite, and do her mental acrobatics so she said something about him wearing khaki. She said, "Who do you know that runs wearing khaki shorts?" And I thought to myself, I've been at the gym and I've seen people on treadmills in blue jeans.
Yes.
Yeah, that's silly.
In blue jeans.
That's
Yeah.
silly.
So she was like, well, he must have been committing a crime because, and then she went to the whole black on black crime. You're not mad when a Black person kills another Black person. I'm like, oh, here we go.
Here we go.
Here we go.
You know, one thing is, it is what it is. This man was murdered. He
Most
was
definitely.
lynched in 2020 by
Yes.
two white men, and I'm so glad they're arrested. And what we can't do is think that it's all over now.
It's
We
not.
have to continue to follow this thing and make sure they know that we're serious about it, and that they can't drop the ball on this. I mean, it's
Well, they had to appoint a special prosecutor, Tom Durden.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know anything about him, but I wish they would move it to Fulton County or DeKalb County, because he'll get justice then, because it'll be a jury of his peers,
Right.
Black people.
exactly.
Do you think these men are going to jail? Melanie?
Ugh. If I was gonna bet, I'm gonna say 60-40. So 60% yes, 40% no, and those aren't good odds.
They're not good odds. They're not. And I think though, if they don't go to jail, there's going to be an issue.
Oh
There's going to be a huge issue.
You know what? I do not think they're going to jail, and I do not think there's going to be an issue. I do not think they're going to jail. I thought Zimmerman was going to jail.
Yeah.
I swore Zimmerman, and I swore that if he didn't go to jail, I mean, I watched this thing every day in this little tiny apartment in Brooklyn. I swore he was going to jail, and if he wasn't, I swore it was going to be an uprising.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This man is still walking around here taunting people.
Well, now he's in hiding. He's in hiding.
He's in hiding, yeah.
And
is he in hiding now?
The family of Trayvon Martin. He sued the family of Trayvon Martin for emotional distress. I'm like, really? I can't.
I swore he was going to jail. I just swore.
Yeah.
I mean, I just thought he was going. And years later, this man's still out here, like you say, he's in hiding. But
you know,
multiple life is in the process. Life is in the process of squeezing him out.
Yeah, multiple charges. You said multiple charges.
Well, multiple. So, how about they arrested Shannon Brown the day after someone came in his house and he shot at them? He got arrested.
And they came in his house. And they came in his house. Right. Exactly.
They came in his house and it was like, oh, well, we'll just arrest first, ask questions later, which they always do.
Yep.
So, like the fact that it took them, let's see, two and a half months in a social media campaign and outcry for these people to get arrested. So that's why I'm not so convinced that they will be convicted. I mean, I hope they are, but my faith in the justice system because of it's being a black man, and then they're going to try to besmirch his name. Oh, he was arrested for shoplifting when he was 17.
Yeah,
and he was on probation, and
but you know what?
I think I read something like those guys knew him, like the guy.
They knew him before. The father.
Mm-hmm.
And you know
only
what?
A black person can be put on trial for their own murder.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you know what was horrible that Trump didn't say anything about it. And then when he finally did, he said the video. There's things we didn't see.
Yeah, because it's edited, fool.
Well, he birds of a feather. You know, he probably think it was justified and kill us one at a time and let him watch it if it's left up to him. So I'm not surprised at all.
I don't think it's justified. I don't think it's justified.
So
unequivocally,
for whatever reason, if they do get off, I would like for his family to do what they normally do to us when they can't catch us that way. They could they sue us civilly. Close them out, tear their wallets up, tear them up, close them down, take their property.
Retained Ben Crump, who was also an attorney involved in the Trayvon Martin case. He's an attorney out of Florida who I know through the National Bar Association.
He was my attorney. He was my attorney for my sister's death.
Oh,
he got us a settlement. Crump got us a settlement. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so he's the real deal.
Mm-hmm.
So
he's solid.
if anybody's can get justice for the family.
They definitely have a powerhouse group of attorneys working.
Yeah, that picture is awesome. Have you seen it? The picture of the attorneys? That's awesome.
No, I haven't seen it.
It's awesome. All black.
Are you talking about the one with Chris Stewart and his law firm?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no. That's an old picture. They got to add Justin Miller back in there too, because he just joined up with Chris Stewart.
Okay.
So tag team is back again. But what do you all think about that story out of South Carolina where this whole lynch mob came to these people's house looking for a missing girl? Did you all see that?
No, I didn't see that. What happened?
So basically, one of the sheriffs came to a house. It was a black woman and her son. They had a yard sign in the yard saying her son had just graduated. The graduates aren't going to have any graduation. So the millennials have been saying all year no cap and apparently no gown either. But they came to the house looking for a missing girl, and it was like maybe 10 people, all white. One of them was a sheriff and had on a sheriff's uniform. Stepped to the front door, put his foot in the door, talking about, we're coming in. And they had guns drawn. And they were like, where's so-and-so? And she was like, they're not here. She was like, they're not here. You have the wrong house. They haven't been here in over a month. They're like, well, and the guy's like, I'm coming in. And she was like, no, you're not. And just imagine if her son had opened the door.
Yeah.
And they had barged in.
Exactly.
So they finally fired the sheriff who was with I'm going to call it the lynch mob.
Yeah.
We are definitely living in Trump country because I think since he's been elected, the people who were already in this mind frame of feeling like they're superior have had the freedom and they feel more empowered to sit within in that space of feeling like they can do whatever they want to do.
Yeah.
It is, I think that's the great tragedy in the whole thing of him being elected. It's the great tragedy and it's a great blessing because I think for a while, for 8 years when Obama was in office, we had on blinders. We thought, okay, well, maybe if a black man can be elected, then somehow our country has come to a point where maybe color is not so much of a factor. And I think that, the blinders needed to be taken off so that we can really see where we are as a country and where we are as a community.
I totally agree. Well, listen, we have to wrap up, but Mel, thank you so much for joining tonight. Tell everyone where they can keep up with you on your social media.
Well, if you haven't already, please follow me. My Instagram is the Melanie Mary. So THE Melanie Mary, all one word. I have been doing videos about the developments of this case, and I will continue to give my official or unofficial legal commentary as the case continues to work its way through the legal system. The Georgia Supreme Court just put an order out saying that the courts are closed until June 12th. So that means the earliest a grand jury can convene in this case is June 15th. God willing, it will convene on June 15th and he will be indicted, because I don't see how any person watching that video and knowing the facts of the case wouldn't do that. So at the Melanie Mary, and thank you all for having me.
Thank you, Mel. You got to come
Thanks
back
for
on.
coming on, sweetie. You did good.
Yeah,
Hey,
and come back and tell us more.
I think that we need to Chris and Melanie as our legal correspondent.
authority.
Yeah, absolutely.
We'll have her on more.
Yes, we definitely will.
That'll be great.
Thank you so much, Mel. Nair, thank you so much, Ms. Parker. I'll see you in Mental Health Mondays, the new title, and Cheek Out, see your movie reviews.
All right. See you guys.
Right back after this.
Bye.